Quickhoof nuzzled Sapling's forehead. "You can ride on my back," she said. Emily and Aisha boosted Sapling up. Emily tapped her hand on Quickhoof's neck, while Aisha held on to Sapling's root ankle. "Great," said Emily. "We will soon catch Drab and get the lottered back. It should be easier going now." But they had only walked a short way when Quickhoof stopped suddenly. Her ears twitched. "Listen!" A rushing sound came from just over a rise ahead. "What is that?" Aisha said with a worried frown. They scrambled over the rise and saw a fast-flowing river. "Whoa! That's 3 times as wide as the palace moat," said Quickhoof. There were rapids too, where the water surged and pounded over hidden rocks. Emily spotted a movement way downriver. It was the lumbering, halting figure of the older on a little raft. "After him!" she cried. "How?" asked Quickhoof. Aisha gave a delighted shout and pointed to the water's edge. A raft with 4 paddles bobbed on the river. A rope of vines tied it to a tree. "Come on," she cried. "We can use that raft to catch up with Drab. But be sure to keep touching each other so we work as a team." They climbed aboard the raft. Emily sat with Sapling behind her, and Quickhoof sat behind Aisha. Emily leaned over and pulled the vine free. Everyone tumbled backwards as the raft shot into the middle of the river. "Keep the raft balanced," Emily cried. "Otherwise we will tip over." Aisha and Emily paddled while Sapling and Quickhoof held on to them. But the raft seemed to have a mind of its own. The doors were not strong enough to control it. "We need more paddle power," cried Aisha, as the raft bounced off a rock and wobbled dangerously. "It will mean letting go of each other, but let's risk it." Sapling picked up an oar and Quickhoof took the last one in her mouth. "Paddle hard," cried Aisha as they hurtled downriver. Drab's heading back towards the bank. "Paddle is A," Quickhoof shouted to Sapling. "Can't understand you with your mouth full," yelled Sapling. "Paddle this way." The raft crashed sideways into a huge rock, and Quickhoof's paddle was knocked out of her mouth. She tried paddling with her hooves, but they were too dainty. Sapling, meanwhile, was paddling backwards, making the raft go around in circles. "That's the wrong way, Sapling," Emily shouted. "No, you're all going the wrong way," Sapling yelled. "It is out of control," cried Aisha. "Hold tight, everyone," Emily yelled as the raft tipped dangerously. They gripped the sides, but Quickhoof could not hold on and rowed towards Sapling. The raft overbalanced with a huge splash. They were in the water. Aisha and Emily plunged deep into the river. Luckily, both were good swimmers. When they bobbed up, they saw Sapling and Quickhoof already scrambling out on the bank, soaking wet. The raft had rolled away downriver far out of reach. Quickhoof groaned. "Are you hurt?" Emily called as they crawled up to the bank and turned to help Aisha. "No," said Unicorn. "As I swam ashore, I saw Drab on the other bank of the river." The girls could see that she was right. The others' trail of destruction continued on the far side. Behind them, Sapling grumbled. "It is Quickhoof's fault." The unicorn stampede. I am fed up with this, she said. I do not need you lot. I will fly over the river on my own, and I will get the lottery back myself. No, cried Emily, leaping forward. You need our help. Touch her, Aisha yelled, but Quickhoof took off and flew swiftly across the river. Emily hugged Sapling as Aisha stared after the unicorn. This is bad, Aisha said. Quickhoof would not manage to deal with Selina and grabbed on her own. Quickhoof landed on the bank and disappeared into the trees, along with any hope of getting back the locket.